August 1945. The Soviet steamroller has just crushed Japan's Kwantung Army in Manchuria. This Russian soldier surveys captured Japanese troops, men who believed surrender meant eternal dishonor. Within days, Stalin's lightning offensive will force Tokyo's hand. Hiroshima's ashes are still warm. What's the world's greatest mind doing barefoot on a California beach? Einstein, age 52, escaped Germany's rising darkness for this peaceful shore in 1931. While his equations reshaped reality, he craved simple moments like this. But sanctuary wouldn't last. History was accelerating toward unimaginable choices. Somewhere in these marching columns walks your grandfather, a sergeant in Italy's 24th Infantry, boots pounding Yugoslav soil in 1942. He doesn't know yet that this alliance will crumble, that these roads lead to chaos. Every face here carries a personal story. One of them became your family's survival. This is what victory looks like up close. Hill 260, Bougainville, March 1944. Every weapon here was aimed at American lives hours ago. That Type 99 in the center? Still warm. Japanese gunners fought to the death defending this position. Now silence. The jungle swallows another brutal chapter. This Italian pilot climbs into his Mackay C.200, knowing it's outgunned by British Spitfires and American Thunderbolts. Leather helmet, oxygen mask, parachute packed tight. Italy's air war is desperate now. Will his fuel last longer than his luck? Look closely at these faces. Catherine and Nerissa Bose-Lyon, the Queen's first cousins, were declared dead in 1941. They weren't dead. They were hidden in Earlswood Institution, erased from royal history because of mental disabilities. The Crown's dark secret, buried alive for decades. Their truth finally surfaced. While Spain tears itself apart in civil war, archaeologist Manuel Esteve unearthed something ancient, a Corinthian helmet, untouched for 2,400 years. He holds Greece's warrior past while fascism and democracy battle around him. Bronze endures. Empires don't. This helmet outlived them all. Will we? February 1945, Levadia Palace. Churchill and Stalin carve up the post-war world over drinks and cigars. Allies by necessity, enemies by nature. Hitler's Reich is crumbling, but these two already know, victory's endgame is just the opening move. The Cold War begins here, smiling for cameras. She's perfection itself, Sybil Shepherd in the mid-70s, playing Taxi Driver's unattainable dream girl. Travis Bickle obsesses over her blonde elegance while his mind fractures. Scorsese cast her knowing she'd embody everything his protagonist couldn't have. Beauty becomes dangerous when worshipped by broken men. New York's darkness awaits. Who is she, this African princess walking London streets in 1964? Eve Arnold's lens captures a moment of quiet dignity amid post-colonial transformation. While empires crumbled back home, Africa's royalty sought education in their former ruler's capital. Notice the passers-by, oblivious to history unfolding beside them. Power shifts silently. This electrical transformer is making history roll through London's oldest streets. The 1920s, when power itself was still new, when cities were being wired for the modern age. Bruce Peebles' Edinburgh factory just built this beast. Past medieval walls, into the electric future. Progress doesn't ask permission. (1898), Junction City, Kansas. Miss Trutt and Miss Moore smile for a glass negative camera, a moment frozen forever in fragile chemistry. Victorian propriety softens here. Their laughter, their friendship, genuine. These women have no idea their faces will outlive empires, that strangers will wonder about their lives 126 years later. September 1939. Soviet commanders stand victorious over Japan's shattered artillery at Khalkhin Gol, these massive 150mm Type 89 guns that couldn't stop Zhukov's tanks. While Hitler invades Poland, Stalin just crushed Japan's expansion dreams in Mongolia. Tokyo learns a brutal lesson: don't test Russia. Pearl Harbor beckons instead. Why is Nixon drinking from a Leningrad fountain in July 1959? The kitchen debate just happened: capitalism versus communism, televised to millions. Now he's touring the Hermitage, Cold War theater playing out in cultural exchanges. Every sip, every gesture scrutinized. 14 years later, he'll meet Brezhnev as president. Détente begins here. Exiled royalty, 1941. Grand Duchess Charlotte and Prince Felix fled Luxembourg when Hitler's Wehrmacht invaded. Their tiny nation crushed in hours, but they refused to surrender. Broadcasting resistance from London, raising troops, keeping hope alive. Crowns mean nothing in exile, unless you fight to reclaim them. Liberation is coming. 350,000 souls crammed into Warsaw's sealed district, 1940. The Nazis engineered systematic starvation, 1,125 calories daily while bodies piled in streets. 83,000 dead by 1941 from hunger and typhus alone. This wasn't war. This was calculated extermination before the gas chambers. And still, resistance was brewing inside those walls. Fort Laramie, 1868. Custer sits with bloody knife, the Arikara scout who'll follow him into hell. Enemies of my enemy, their alliance built on shared hatred of the Lakota. 8 years from now, Little Bighorn awaits. Bloody Knife will die first, his head shattered. Custer minutes later. History remembers only one name. Meet Bum Fato, yes, that's his real name. Key West's fire chief in the mid-60s, trusted community hero. Behind those station doors? A thriving cocaine and marijuana operation. 1976, convicted, facing 31 years. Then, vanished. Some say witness protection. Others say ocean bottom. Nobody talks. Nobody knows. Early 1937, Shanghai. These Japanese naval infantry just got their hands on the Army's newest Type 89 tanks, inter-service rivalry briefly suspended. They're posing proudly, diesel engines gleaming. Months away from the Shanghai bloodbath where urban warfare will prove tanks aren't invincible. Chinese defenders are digging in. The slaughter begins soon. Northern Italy, 1944. These tiny L-335 tankettes hunt partisans through Billa's mountains, Mussolini's dying regime turning Italian against Italian. That TZ-45 submachine gun atop the turret tells the story. Civil war, not glory. Brothers killing brothers while Germans retreat north. Liberation's coming, but first comes reckoning. This is Gottfried Huber, Austria-Hungary's strongest human. Lieutenant by rank, legend by reputation. Before protein powders and steroids, men built strength through iron discipline and raw determination. The empire needed soldiers, it got a titan. But muscle couldn't stop bullets or prevent empires from collapsing. Strength has its limits. Pre-flight briefing. These Japanese pilots stand before their Zeros, listening to coordinates, weather, enemy positions. Some won't return. They know it. That's why the silence feels heavy. Zeros dominated early Pacific skies, until American industry caught up. For now, these men still believe in victory. Dawn launches in minutes. Libya's desert, 1941. Italian gun crews man their artillery outside Tobruk, where Rommel's Afrika Korps battles the British desert rats. Sand infiltrates everything: gun mechanisms, food, lungs. These men fight in hell's furnace for Mussolini's Mediterranean dreams. But Tobruk won't fall. 8 months of siege await. Someone's ammunition runs out first. March 1, 1899. Countess Victor di Corobio poses in full court regalia, Helen von Gutmann, daughter of Viennese banking aristocracy. Every jewel, every fold of fabric screams old-world privilege. 15 years until assassination triggers Armageddon. Her world of waltzes and titles will burn. Glass preserves what empires couldn't. 1953, Trieste Crisis. Yugoslavia's People's Army conducts maneuvers, Stalin's dead, Tito's emboldened, and this disputed port city threatens to ignite World War III. These soldiers practice what everyone fears: invasion. Italy mobilizes. NATO watches nervously. The Cold War's forgotten flashpoint where Slavs nearly fought the West. Diplomacy prevailed, barely. September 12, 1937, Shilipu. Japanese machine gunners scan for Chinese resistance while engineers hammer bridge timbers behind them. Every plank extends Tokyo's invasion deeper into Hebei province. The Pinghan Railway must flow with troops and supplies. But China's vast, bridges connect nothing when the countryside bleeds you dry. Quagmire begins here. August 1945, Manchuria. Stalin's steamroller just crushed Japan's Kwantung army in days. Fortress guns meant to hold for months abandoned without firing. Soviet officers study these silent steel giants, calculating how completely they shattered Japanese defenses. Tokyo's million-man army in China, obliterated. The atomic bombs grabbed headlines. This decided surrender. Paris, 1966. Peter O'Toole and Audrey Hepburn between takes of How to Steal a Million, where elegance meets heist comedy. She's luminous as always, his charm incarnalized. Wireless camera loved them both. Behind Hollywood glamour, two professionals crafting movie magic in the city of light. Cinema doesn't get more sophisticated. Winter 1941-42. Mussolini's black-shirt militia hunkers behind their Breda 37 machine gun, fascism's true believers freezing on some forgotten front. That Breda jams constantly, hated by every crew. Snow buries ambitions. These MVSN volunteers thought ideology made them soldiers. Cold and metal teach otherwise. Spring thaw reveals frozen corpses. Early 1920s. Before Bibendum became streamlined, Michelin's mascot looked genuinely alien, bloated tire men waddling through streets terrifying children. That white rubber? A fossil from pre-1912, before carbon black turned tires black. These suits promoted French tire supremacy through nightmare fuel. Marketing's innocent age, when horror sold products. Surprisingly effective. Silesia, 1906. The Kaiser shows Britain's young Winston Churchill German military might, a flex, a warning. Wilhelm wants respect, Churchill observes, calculates. Neither knows, 8 years until they're enemies, that this demonstration previews Europe's suicide. The junior politician outlives the emperor. One dies exiled. One becomes immortal. History chooses favorites.